it's kind of ruined it. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why the app just crashed, but it did, which is annoying, but shit happens. Yeah, we're back now. Anyway, so if you saw in the last video, I was doing this. I was doing the texture of the. I was doing the texture of the top that she's got on. Yeah, please smash a like on the video, guys, if you can. Be muchly appreciated. Right, yeah, so I'm going in with a medium tone. And yeah, we're just going to carry on doing these lines. Try and keep in the lines as much as you can. Creating some texture. Come down. Just going to give it a couple layers so it's saturated enough. That's it. Yeah, what's going on? Sorry for the mishap on the live. I'm using a medium still. Doing each one as we go. You can do a second layer down here. Using a medium tone still and a 3-round liner. I'm just filling in this. This top, it gives it a bit of a texture with this technique. Just do 2 layers to make sure it's all nice. And then from this one, I'm going to whip out from this line. So I'm going in and whipping it out instead of keeping the needle in like I was with the others. So it creates a nice little effect. Just saturate the bit here because this is in the shadows a bit, this side of the material. Awesome. Hi from South London. What's going on, Danny, mate? Use a solid black in this tiny section here. Just fill that in with a 3-round again. I'm going to go rinse my needle out. Every time you go down from a dark shade, you want to rinse the needle out. It's all right going up from the light shade into the dark. Not too much though, because you will water down your darks. But yeah, so I'm going to go into a dark now, dark tone. And I'm just going to carry on doing these lines. This will take a while, this, to be fair. Again, go back over the lines, make sure it's all nice and neat and not jaggedy because of the technique. Just layer it in really nice and soft. Still going in with a dark. Where's that going? It's going here. So we'll go. And then stipple. It's called stipple fill. Go back over the lines, the outside, just feather some ink in there just to sharpen it up. There we go. Still using a dark. As long as you stay in the lines, you can always go back and fill the gaps up. Like now. Make sure your needle's nice and clean every time so you get nice ink flow. That will definitely help you with saturating your tattoo properly. So just make sure you've got a nice clean needle. So one part of the body I'll refuse to tattoo. I'll tattoo anything, bruv. I will tattoo anything. Just gonna do the same with the whip, so it blends out a bit more. Looking from that line down. There we go, so that's this part of the jumper kind of done. Right, now I'm going in with a dark black, the blackest possible shade you have. Because this is in the shadows. I'm just going to line this one out. Nice and neat. Like so. Using a black. I'm going to fill these in solid now. So it might take a couple passes to fill it in. Just make sure you haven't got any holes in the piece. Have you refused to tattoo? Yes, I have. Yeah, when they come in with a different design that I've agreed to tattoo, when they send through their initial design and they come in and say, oh, I've changed my mind, well, nah. I've agreed to do this. People think they're pulling a fast one. Because they might have asked for that and I've said, no, I'm not comfortable with tattooing that, or I don't think it's a good idea, but they really want it. And then they'll be like, oh, okay. And then they'll like have a look at my page and be like, oh yeah, I want, I've changed my mind, I want this, I want that. And I'll be like, yeah, that's cool then, sweet. Then they'll come in, they'll be like, no, I've changed my mind. I want this, and it's the thing that they've sent in before, which I've said no to. Funny what people do, but it is what it is. We're slowly going through, so this one will be black, and then these ones will be a bit lighter because the light's hitting them. sure it's fully saturated. This is pretty black as well, so I'm just going to go back into here. Just do this bit here. Cool. It's getting there, it's getting there. Well, I'm going to go into a medium now, so rinse your needle out. Make sure it's all nice and clean. No gunk in there. And go into a medium. Please smash a like on the video, guys. The last video got nearly 100 likes, so I'm sorry for the technical issue. Try and get 300 likes on this this video, which would be really good, this stream. Just got into a dark by accident. I'm just going to rinse that out. Thank you very much for the support. See the lights going up. That's awesome. So I'm going to leave that little section at the bottom. Well, I'm going to go and whip that out with a small magnum. It's good. Yeah, that's nice. Shading it down. Still with the medium. Wow. The music stopped in my ears. Oh no, it started again. Just fading this out towards the bottom here. Still using the medium tone. Just his arm up there. I'm not going to use a liner much to do the face because I don't want it to be cartoon looking. I want it to still have some realistic qualities to it. I'm just whipping this out towards the bottom. Just get a nice shade. I'm going to go back in with a... let's have a look here. Like so. Yeah, same. Medium all the way around now. Actually, I'm going to do a dark bit here. This is dark in here. Dark section. Bit of shadow. Layer it up if it doesn't go in straight away. Make sure it's all fully saturated. Can't see any skin through it. Boom. Right, so we'll carry on now. I'm gonna wash my needle out, get a medium, carry on going around. This is a medium up here. It's gonna look black though. Until it heals. This is all going to be black in here as well. well, medium. Sweet. Just fill these in. Fade it at the bottom. I'm using a freehand liner if anybody is wondering. I'll keep with the medium tone. Go in. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to go up to a dark. It's a dark up here now. Just going to do this. Second layer, just smooth it out. When I'm going in like this and I'm doing I'm spending a lot of time in an area, I'm barely touching the skin just so I can layer it up, so it's not traumatising it too much to scar the skin. I'm barely touching it. Please smash a like on the video, guys, if you're enjoying this stream. Let's try and get 300 likes, which would be really cool. And hopefully it'll be a nice video for you. I'm going to go in now with a light and do these little bottoms. Nice, nice, nice. From the dark. Contrast. It's all about contrast with these stuff, because it's if you're going with a light, you then want to go in with a dark afterwards, you know. I'm just going to use a mag now and shade really lightly. I'm going to just wash my needle out. And I'm just going to shade in here just to create a nice little shadow. I'm going to go in with a light, not the lightest tone, but the one up from the lightest tone, and just shade down. Brush motion, sticking in this really light tone. I'm only going into the bits that I've not done. Can push this down from here. Then back into the light. Give it another couple layers. See how it looks. That looks good to me. Then we're going to push down from here. pushing down. Got a bit of a shadow through here. Like that. Just pull this down from the edge here. There we go. I'm just going to get a bit of a medium in the top here and just spread this out, just so I can keep the depth to this cross. Thanks for the support on the video, guys. If you're new here, smash a like and subscribe. Always helps out the channel. There we go. Just a medium type tone. And we'll do the little arm bit now. Do this section and work our way over. I'm not going to put a line in. I might put I'm just going to wash the needle out, then go in with a medium. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to go in with the dark. I'm going to go in with the dark. I'm just going to brush this in now. Every time you go in, give it a nice wipe to see what's going on, see where you've missed. Going into a medium now. Just brushing this in. Just blending it out from the dark. That's it, and then we're going into a medium still. I'm going to brush this out as well from here. Lay it up again. Make sure you get right into the lines. Going into the very lightest now. Just brushing over the whole area to saturate it. Just go back into this line. Try and blend it a bit better. That's better. That's better. Wash the needle out in between dark to lights and just start. There we go. I'm going to go up a shade actually. It's very red. It's just what my client's skin does, so it's quite hard. This would be really hard for a beginner tattooist. Just got to trust what you're doing, trust the process, because it's you got to do it, wait for it to go down, see where you missed. It all looks like one shade, but I know it's not. This is medium through here, then light, then dark. Trying to blend it all together while it's red like this is quite hard. I'll leave that bit now. Very, very red. Just give it a wipe down. Give it a little wipe down. The SE textured magnums bug pins, but on the Shane website they're listed as long taper magnums. Do you know what? I have no fucking idea, because Shane are quite annoying when it comes to needles. Like, I asked for bug pins and they gave me the textured ones. Yeah, I mean, technically the .30s are classed as bug pins. But yeah, it's very annoying. Nice and cold. Yes, again, it's a tough area, isn't it? Right, I'm going to do this other side of the top now. Yeah, 30s and 0.25s are classed as bug pins, so I guess that's why. And long taper, yeah, I do want long taper, especially for doing portrait stuff, because it's less trauma to the skin. Short taper, it's more trauma to the skin, so you've got a lot more passes before you really start to fuck the skin up with a long taper. So yeah, long tapers for the win for me. What I'm gonna do, I just realised I've got some dark to put in against this line, because this is a shadow. So I'm just going to do this real quick, just whip it out from that line. Nice consistent spacing. Boom. Boom, son. Yeah. Yeah, long taper for portraits and stuff is good. You can get super long tapers and all that lot as well. So just just be. There's so many different needle types and stuff. In my course coming out real soon, I explain everything. I explain what needles are good for what. I'm going in with no, I'm not. I'm going in with a medium. I'm just going to take that out of the needle. I'm just going to rinse that out. Going in with a medium. And I am going to carry on doing these lines. I'm going with the black. Rinse that out. Go back in with the medium. I'm just going up to the line, making sure it's all nice and neat. like that. Medium again. I'm just going to saturate this a bit more. Give it a couple layers. You can even go the other way. Cross hatch it. I'm going to line this with the medium we're using. So it's nice because we've got this little bit of thin bit here and I won't be able to do that technique without messing it up. Where's that going? So we've got that in here as well. Just gonna line half of that, fill this in. Yeah, a lot of you new artists as well lack on quality of work when your needle's all clogged up. When you're using Vaseline and stuff, you don't realise to clean the needle to keep the ink flow, and then you get inconsistent results. So just remember that. But I've just done that just to make sure it's all nice and clean, and then obviously when you rinse it out, it'll always rinse it out as well. Please smash a like on the video, guys. Thank you very much for the support. If you're enjoying this, sorry about the other video. We did have a technical difficulty with the app. It just went back to the home screen on my iPhone and I was like, what? Still just trying to saturate. I'm just going to go in with here because I've gone in with a line here, so I'm just going to line this part so it's all nice and the same. And then butt up to this line. There we go. It's getting there. It's looking good. Again, I'm using a medium tone. I'm just going to go into here. Boom, son. Just come down with this. Little rectangles. Yeah, no, rotaries are good. They are good. They're just so nice and easy. Well, they're not easy to use. No tattoo machines are easy to use, but they're just very easy to understand. All you have to really worry about is hand speed and needles and technique. Minimalizes, plus they're a lot better on the skin than coils if you don't know how to use coils properly. It can really traumatize the skin if you can't, especially if it's not set up right and you don't know how to set up a coil machine. It can really be hard to know what you're doing. I'm stippling all these little sections in, by the way. Yeah. This is a medium tone going in. I'm lining with a medium tone. Just make sure that's nice and sharp. There we go. Boom. I'll show you the portrait reference that I've been using at the end. There we go. Just butt up to this line again. Make sure we're all in. After you let the skin settle, you can then, as you're, going back into a piece, you can see where you've missed and where you haven't. Still using a medium. It's a really difficult part to tattoo because it just goes so red. And the ink just gets pushed out. So you've got to layer it up. It's looking good. Thank you for the likes and the support on the video, guys. I really appreciate that. I'll show you the gorilla. This is the same client I did the gorilla tattoo on yesterday. If you follow my Instagram at Oliver, I'll show you afterwards the day after the tattoo, and you can see live on the stream as well how that looks. I'm not going to go all the way. Yeah, I am actually. Get right down in it. Make sure it's fully saturated and into the lines. I'm cross-hatching it now. Going this way, then this way. Just to make sure I hit the saturation that I want. You can do a couple passes with this technique as well because it's really good on the skin. It's probably one of the best techniques to use on the skin, to be honest. I'm going to come out of here as well. And right now we'll do the same to the shoulder that we did the other one. This time it's going to be really light because the light's coming from this side. So just rinse the needle out. Even if you have rinsed it before, you can never really remember. And I'm going in with a light tone now. And I'm just going to feather this line in with the mag. And just come down real nice and smooth. Like this. So it gets a bit more intense down here. Using the side of the mag to create that line. Still using a light tone. Doesn't look light though. I'm just going to push this down now. And use a super light tone now. And just saturate this whole area. Just make sure you blend from this part. Looks the same as the other side, but it's not. We'll just let that calm down. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to go in with a medium tone. Just come out from here. Just create that shadow. Make sure you butt all the way up to the sides. Create that shadow. There we go. Really red on that back end. Just going to give it a wipe down. Calm the skin down a bit with the cold. Nice. Right, what I'm going to do is go in. Actually, I don't need to do that. Just going to go in with a really thin thing. I'm just going to get a 7 round shader. Rinse the needle out. Make sure it's really rinsed out. There you go. And then go in with a really light tone. And just smooth this out. This line, really, really subtle. There we go. Make sure that's fully blended. We've got a bit of a shadow as well on here. Actually, I may as well use the 7 round shader with that as well. And just going with a light tone and just spin this through here as well. The shading. I'm just using that stippling technique. The brush stippling technique with the shader. It's a really good technique to use. Yeah. Got a bit of a shadow here. Underneath the collar. And I'm gonna come back on myself. Nice like that, sweet. Looks cool. So far so good. Right, now we're on to the face. This is the exciting part. Do you want to move your arm? Yeah. Do you want to move your arm, yeah? Just make sure it's... Have a look, right? It's, with this, the arm out like that all the time, it's quite hard on the arm to stay nice and comfortable. But we're getting there. Right, let's have a look at some of these questions. Bishop is coming out with an awesome one. What's that? This is fucking rocking like a good one. Why is this rocking? Yeah, no worries, mate. That's better. How's it feeling? Shit in there, innit?
It's not as bad with music when you got something constant.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it should be sweet now. We're going up the arm a bit.
Yeah. Just conscious of putting that onto there. I think it's
yeah, no, it's sweet now. Yeah, that's calm. It feels like it's weeping still, but it's not. Mm. Yeah, you just want to leave it for best tattoo video on YouTube. Thank you very much, Mikkel. Please smash a like on the video if you are watching. If you're new, consider subscribing. Bottom right hand corner. Might have a little drink actually while I'm... Oh shit, that's gonna die. That's gonna die, man.
You listen to music as well?
Yeah, my headphones. Just connected to the laptop. Come on. Drum and bass, 2 hours. Let's go for that one. Shit, just open that. Smash this slightly. Zero calories. Actually tastes like actual Coke.
I like those though.
Right, man, let's do it.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Thank you for the support on the video, guys. I appreciate it. Right, we're going into the... just come this way on the bed a bit more. Keep coming, keep coming. There we go, there we go. Yeah, sweet. We're going to do the face now. Imagine reading and super soft shading. Tattoo portraits is, super soft shading. You have to learn how to super soft shade and use your tones correctly. Tattoo portraits are the hardest thing to tattoo, in my opinion. Roses are as well. To tattoo a good rose, you have to be really bloody good. Right, I am going to go in with a really thin magnum now. I'm going to use a 7 soft edge textured needle. Long taper, as someone said earlier. So yeah, really thin needles. This is how far I am sticking my needle out. like that. So quite far, but I'm not obviously sticking all that into the skin because that would be disastrous. I'm just going to load up on my green glide. I'm going to do the neck first. So I'm going to go in with a medium tone first. And I'm just going to feather this in here. Really light on the skin, hardly touching it. I'm going to use the same medium coming down here. I'm just going to come back from this line. I'm just going to turn my voltage down a bit actually. I'm going to go to 8.5. I'm going to pull my needle in a tiny bit as well because I'm not getting much ink flow out of there. So I'm still going in with a medium. Here we go. So it's all these tiny adjustments you have to make when you know what you're looking for. Yeah, curved mag bug pins are the best. The best needle in my opinion. To do portraits anyway. I'm pulling back to create a nice soft blend. Right, now I'm going to use a bigger mag. I'm going to use a 13 mag. Rinse it out. And I'm going to go in with a light tone, so a bit lighter than this. I'm going to just fade that in, that's a good ink flow. Slowly coming together now. Still in with the light. And the shades out about here. Still in with the light. Make sure you saturate everything. Especially this part up here, because this is a bit darker. Should lay that in nice. Right, now, what we're going to do is go in with a smaller, this is a 7 shader. Rinse it out. Every time you use a new needle, you want to rinse it out because you don't know what ink's in there. I'm going to go with a medium and just put this chin in. It's really, really soft. I need to just check where that goes round. So that goes round to about here, but layer it up, make it a bit darker. like that. Really nice and smooth. Let's try and get 300 likes, nearly halfway by the end of the video. Still going with a medium. I'm going to go all the way up to the top, up here. I'm going to make sure this is nice and sharp. Thank you for the likes, guys, and the support. There we go. Slowly coming together, lad. Go back into this. Again, rinse the needle out so you don't cross-contaminate. Go back into the light. And just butt all the way up to this line now. This goes down like this. Comes down. I'm going to go into the really light now. My lightest texture, my lightest tone. And just feather this in. Still with the really light, I'm going to feather this in as well. Using the corner of the mag just to get the tight angle in there. Just pull back. I'm going to just push the mag out a bit more. It's a bit too far in. There we go, it's nice and soft now. And we're just going to push it up with a really soft shade as well. Just push it out of here just to create a nice little shadow in here, which will be really, really light when it shades, when it heals. Right, okay, so that's that's the neck. I'm just going to go in with a really light shade as well and just saturate this part. Just make sure we've got it all saturated so there's no skin tone left, apart from the really, really light areas, which is in here. There you go. I'm just going to go up to that line a bit more. I'm going to get a light shade. It needs to just be saturated a bit more, I feel. And this part in here. That's it. It's better. Cool, right, so that's that. Right, we're on to the face now. I'm going to use rinse the needle out again. I'm going to use a round shader for this. I'm going to start up here. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to use a thin. I'm going to use a 7 curve mag. And I'm just going to rinse it out so I know what I'm doing. And we're going to go into the cheek and bring it down into here. I'm going to use it. Use a medium tone first to set the tone, and then I'm probably going to go into the dark part because there's a dark part in this section. So I'm going to go into here. This is where it gets difficult when you go into the face. Just thread this in, nice and light. And all this section here is the same. It's not as... I'm going to dip into the light real quick. Just make sure that's in there. Right, now I'm going to go back into the medium. I'm just going to do this bit in here. Because this is the same. Constantly looking at my reference, guys. I'm going to dip into dark and just do this section here, because this is a darker part. Right, she's got a little dimples. There we go. I try and keep my needle not like as straight. So say if, you know, I needed to go around the corner, I'd keep it straight to the skin like this. I wouldn't like keep it the same like this. I'd try and keep it the same distance like that. So I wouldn't be like this. I'd try and keep it as flat to the skin surface as possible, you know, like this. And that's how you're going to get a good shade. I'm going to use the same tone in here, because this is exactly the same tone. I haven't rinsed it out either. I've just dipped straight into the medium. Just put this out a bit. There we go. Just feather that out a bit. Feather this out a bit. That's it. Right, now we're going to get a bigger mag. I'm going to use a 13. Just pull that in a bit. Rinse the needle out. And we're going to go in with a light tone. I'm just going to pop this in. I think that needs to be a medium, but we'll see. We'll see how it looks. We can just layer that up a bit more than the rest. That's better. Stick with the light tone. I'm just going to feather this out from here. It's all about using the ink you've already done as a base, so you can just feather stuff out from that ink. If you get what I'm seeing. Right, now I'm gonna keep the lighter thing. I'm just gonna, no I'm not, I'm gonna go in with a medium. I'm gonna try and use the side of the mag just to do this section. Don't want it too dark. Here we go. Right, rinse the needle out again. So you've got a clean needle. And then we're going to go in with a light tone, just saturate all this. Just give that a once over. We're going to come down here with this as well. Coming through here. Yeah. Still with the light tone. Oh. Nice. Thanks for the support and the views on this. This is really cool. I'm gonna come in with a darker wash here now. Just layer it up. There we go. Just gonna poke the needle out a bit more. Quarter turn. Using a medium now. Just gonna feather the line in. The face. So I want to keep this contrast between this bit of the face and this neck. So this will be darker, and then it will just feather out into the light part here, which is about right. I'm just gonna rinse the needle out, go in with the light, and then just feather this in as well. Just get rid of this little gap with the light tone. I'm using my brush technique on this. It's like a paintbrush technique. So it's like whoosh, 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 whoosh. That's what I'm using. I'm going to carry on using the light and just stick some more light tone in here. Maybe just whip out from this darker part with the light. Like that. Slowly coming together. It's very red, but it is what it is. Right, I'm going to carry on using the light in here. Just going to feather this in. I'm going to go down into a really light tone now and just feather this out from here. There we go, you can see that blending now. Right, now we have a medium section here near the lips, so the lips will be here. Just give it another layer to darken it up a bit, saturate it a bit more. Be the same, coming into here. And then I'll do the mouth. That's better. I'll probably come down a bit more on the side. Right, now I'm going to get the old trusty 7 round shader, and I'm going to do this mouth before we go any further. So I've got solid black in the corners. I'm just going to get that right close. And then it just feathers out towards the middle. Really light on the skin, just layering it up. We'll do the same for this side as well, but with this side I'm going to use a thinner needle, so I'm going to use a 3 round liner. I'm just going to use the same technique. Rinse the needle out even though I'm going to be doing solid black, just to make sure it's all clean. We've got nice saturation. Nice ink flow. There we go. really, really light on the skin. I'm not digging it in. Right now I'm going to rinse this out and I'm going to use a medium to line the lips, the centre of the lips. I'm just going to feather it in like this. Now I'm going to go dip into, medium again and attack it from this side. And hopefully we'll meet up in the middle. Here we go. And now I'm going to line with I'm not going to line it, but I'm going to do, you can see as I'm leaving it, you can see the tones starting to come out now in the face. It did all just look like one time, but now it's all starting to come out now. This is his mother. This is his mother. Someone said it looked like Ellen DeGeneres. Right, so across the top of the lips we have a bit of a darker tone, so I'm going to use the medium, and then I'm just going to feather in the top of the lips. Yeah, it's always nerve-wracking doing a family portrait because you want it to look like them, you know. So this is one of the most nerve-wracking tattoos I've got going on live. So if I mess up, which I'm not going to, it's live on camera. I'm going to come in close again just so I can get all the details and make sure I can see what I'm doing. So I apologise if you can't see. Still with the medium, just brushing it in. Like that. Just really small whips out from the top as well. Just make sure this is going down yet. Always look at your reference. Right, now I'm going to continue using I'm going to drop down into a light tone and just shade from here. I like using where's that going? I like using a round shader on small parts like this because you can still get a real nice blend. I'm using a light tone as well, guys. Even down here as well. Just feathering it in. Make sure that's a bit saturated because it's a bit darker than the skin next to it, so I'll do a couple layers on this. Like that. Right now I'm going to go up into a light tone, just carry on finishing this off. I'm using that same stippling technique with the round shade that I was using in here. It's a bit softer, so it saturates really nice. And then I'm going to go into a medium. I'm going to put the top lip a bit darker than the bottom. When the white goes in, it will really pop it out, because I'll put some white highlights in the lips and stuff, because they are shiny on the picture. Just make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. I'm still at a medium. Slowly building these layers up to create some really light on the skin. I'm just going to pull in the needle just a touch, because the ink flow stopped being as consistent. There you go, that's better. Here we go. Nice lips there. Right, now what we're going to do is carry on. I'm just going to do this side of the chin. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to rinse it out. Rinse the needle out. I'm going to poke the needle out a tiny bit more and go in with a really super light. And just do this. Just line these lips so they're nice and sharp. Really, really, really light ink. There we go. Probably do the same to the top as well. Make sure it's nice and sharp. Like so. Right, now I'm going to do this side of the face. Do you want to move your arm? Do you want to get your blood back into the arm, bruv? Can be a bit crazy, can't it? How's it feeling though? All right?
Yeah, it feels fine. Yeah, it's just the arm goes a bit dead.
Yeah, cool.
Looking really
Cheers.
nice,
Yeah, man, it's coming together now.
yeah.
Cheers for the support on the video, guys. Kenny Botello says, personally, I don't use white too much. If I use it, it's very little. Yeah, same, mate. Yeah, same, to be fair. Yeah, I don't tend to use white too much. I only use it in what's shiny and what's wet. So, like, obviously lips, if they wearing lip gloss, I always like to put some white in the lips, in the eyes, because they're obviously wet. Earrings, I'll put some white in there. But other than that, I try not to put white in anything else. Anything that's wet and shiny, basically. Just going to quickly stop again for another drink. Cheers from Bulgaria. Thank you for the thanks for the support on the video. Would you recommend grey wash over solid black and hand technique? Yeah, so grey wash, you definitely have to use a grey wash to achieve like a portrait like this, because you'd need different tones. Solid black is probably like a bad way to go. You want to get used to using different grey washes, because the lighter the grey wash, the harder it is to put it into the skin. That's just how it is, because it's so light. And so a lot of people will use no worries, Lauren, no worries. yeah, a lot of people will overwork this skin because they can't see it saturating into the skin as well as black. So that's why a lot of people go really dark with their tattoos, and you don't have enough contrast in it to make it look as realistic. How to get smooth light greys? I can't get it on fake skin. Yeah, fake skin's really hard to tattoo. I find it quite hard to tattoo. I tattooed this years ago, about 2 years ago now. This is a fake arm. You can see that I stippled a lot of it. You can see the stippling in there and like shading out and stuff. I think I did this about 2 years ago, but yeah, it's really hard to get the light you can see around in the chin there. It's really hard to get it in smooth, but yeah, it is quite hard. You just have to really slow your hand speed down to pack in the light tones. What's the time? Fucking hell, I thought it was 3. I was like, fucking hell, it's 3 o'clock already. But it's not. Let's have a look, man. Yeah, cool. Getting hungry. We're going to smash this all the way through, bro. It's going to take a while, I think. Probably longer than the other one did. Right, so we have... these masks are awful. Hurt in the back of my ears. Support. What is good stippling technique? It's quite hard to explain, really. It's quite hard to explain. There we go. You can see the shades really coming in now. One that's consistent, I suppose. God, my ears, the back of my ears on these masks, man, they're so sore. Right, just gonna load up on the old green stuff. And we have, just come down the bed a bit, mate. That's it, that's it. Perfect. Right, I'm gonna do this side of the chin again. The cheek, sorry. And I'm gonna use a really light tone because this is where the light's coming in. So this side will be darker, as you can see. Just gonna clean my needle out. And I'm gonna go in with a light tone now. I'm just gonna pick out these little spots. Just pull the needle back a bit because the flow. If you touch the needle to the skin and it doesn't come out like that, you know you've got an ink problem, ink flow problem. Saturating that in there. Light tone up into here as well. Just going to put it out a tiny bit more. So I can see what I'm doing. There you go, that's better. Like that. Right, now it goes into a dark part, so I'm going to use this shader on this, 7 round. And it's darker than most, so I'm going to go into the dark tone here. And do this. Just feather that in. Here we go. Make sure we've got all the way up to the lines. Like so. Nice. Nice. Right, now we're going to go back into this one, the 13 curved mag, and then we're going to go into a light tone again still. Not the lightest tone, but the one up from a light tone. We're just going to feather this out from this part here, coming down here. Pardon me. Slowly feather this out. Nice. Load back up with the white, the light, sorry, light ink. Boom, son. Now I'm going to do the lightest ink I've got along the side here. Gets a bit more saturated in here. I'm going to go back into the lightest ink again as well. Just follow this round. It comes around here. Side of the mag. Just going to finish saturating this off. I want a little tiny bit of skin tone in there, but I'm going to saturate it with the really light part, really light ink. Like that. Right, I'm going to go back in with the really light ink as well and just saturate this. So we're not leaving any skin tone, even if it's super, super light. I'm just going to pull down from here actually. This is a bit saturated in here as well with the super light ink. Going to do another layer. I'm just going to push up from here though, to make sure that's all nice and smoothed out. And in here as well. Boom. Okay, so I'm just going to go into the light ink now. Just do a couple passes through the inside line of this. Just create a bit of a depth in there. And I'm going to go back into this as well, the light ink. There we go, just feathering this in, like that. Right, now I've got light ink again. I'm still using light ink with all this part. And this is just going to be into this lip section. Like that. Light ink still coming up into here. This is the perfect needle hang because it's just going straight in, like you can see. Right, I'm going to use a medium now. Let's do this cheek bit here. I'm just going to feather this in slowly because it's a darker darker ink. Yeah, we'll go down here like this. Now, before we get too carried away, with the thin liner needle, I'm just going to go into the nose with the solid black. Really thin layer. Let's just make sure I'm doing it right, yeah. Like this. Nice solid black. Boom, son. Slowly coming together now. You can see the tones dancing. Oh, that was weird. Dancing off each other. Right, again, I'm going to go in with a dark because it's not as dark as this other one. And we're just going to put a line in and flick it out. That's it. Just a line. And then I'm going to rinse the needle out and I'm going to put a thin line all the way around the bottom of the nose. But it's not as dark as the stuff I've just put in, so I'm going to go with a light tone. Just put this line in. It looks dark though, but it's not. It is a a light tone. Right now, I'm going to do the Cupid's bow, which can be quite difficult to do. I'm going to use a 9. So one up from the 7 and one down from the 13. I'm going to rinse my needle out. And I'm going to go in with a light tone. And just start to come across the top of the lip now. It's looking smooth. Just going to push the needle out a bit further. Just feather this in. Going up to that line there, using the corner of the mag just to get that nice corner in. And then I'm gonna go rinse my needle out and then go into a super light tone. Just shade the rest of it in. Just gonna fill that in with a super light tone as well. Right now it's a light tone in here. Just gonna do one layer. Just one, and then gonna go into a light. Actually, I'm gonna go into a medium. This is quite dark coming out here. I'm just gonna whip out from this line quick. Put down, create this shadow underneath the nose. Yeah. Really, really nice and soft on the skin. It's all about patience with a portrait. You should tackle one part at a time, make sure it's looking like the picture. Do you know what, bro? Do you want... Oh, no, you can't really. Yeah, actually, let's try it. Just put this out. To rest your hand on. When you rest it, it's fine.
What's that?
When you rest your arm, it's alright, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's just where the weight's coming down.
Yeah, on the side, yeah.
Yeah, let's put this out here. Try that, bruv. Rest your arm on there. Do you want it higher?
Yeah, probably a little bit higher. That's possible.
Better, yeah?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
I'll go down a bit more. Like that. Sweet. Spin this around a bit more. There we go. Yes, so. And then what we'll do is carry on with the shadow. It's a bit. I'm going to use a line, a shader, round shader, to just do this bit of the nose on that side. I'm going to go into that side as well. I think I'm going to use a medium. Slowly put this in, really light, don't want to overdo it. And then put this side in as well. Really, really lightly putting that in. There you go. Like that. And then we're going to go in with a 9 again. Rinse the needle out because I can't remember what the shade was. And then we'll go in with a light tone. No, we're not. We're going to go in with a medium tone. Like that. Slowly put that in. Medium tone again. Just saturate this a bit more. There you go. Right, now I'm going to put the light tone in there and just shade that out. Rinse the needle out. Light tone. All the way up to the lip. This is a bit of a darker tone here. And go all the way down. Light tone still. Just saturate the skin tones. There we go. So this side's going to be darker than the other side of the mouth because this is the darkest side of the tattoo. That's getting now red and sore, so we'll just jump up here. What I'm going to do quickly though is rinse the needle out and just go in with a really light, the lightest tone I've got. Just do this nose. this as well, like this. Really light tone. Like that. Keep going round, and I'm going to put a darker tone in this section here. I'm just going to open the skin a bit with this lighter section. Just feather it in. Now what I'm going to do is go in with a light, which is one darker than the lightest tone I've just put in, and just go over this part here. Create a bit of depth to the side of the nose. And carry on that through there as well. Like that. And then what we'll do is we'll go into a medium tone. Feather this in here. It's very red on the nose. Actually, what I'm going to do, yeah, medium tone this up here. Just push this out from here. Feather it out. And carrying off up here as well. Slow my hand speed down a bit just to get rid of the lines. Just feather that in there. Then what I'm going to do is go into the light. Just feather this out here. What brand needle do I recommend? Cheyenne needles. This is what I'm using now. They are the best, in my opinion, for shading with, like I'm doing here. Well, I'm going to go into this cheek here and just, whatever I do on here, I'm going to do here. Actually, I'm just going to do this bit here. So I'm going to go in with a light tone, and just feather this in. This is skin tone because this is protruding forward, so I'm going to keep that like that. Actually, I'm going to rinse my needle out and then go over it with a really, really light ink. Just one layer like that. Yeah, that's it. Right, so this side of the face will be using really light ink, and then this side will be using medium to light ink as well. So yeah, just got to make sure you take it nice and slow. This is the lightest ink I've got. You see how my ink's jumping around following my needle? That's the perfect needle depth. You see a lot of real high-end artists using that technique, and it does the same. Like David Vega and Ralph, whatever his second name is, I can't pronounce. Right now, we're going to go in again with this same colour. I'm just going to whip this around here. It's the lightest ink I've got, guys. And now what I'm going to do is get a 5 No, I'm going to use the 3-round liner. I'm going to start to put these little wrinkles in. I'm going to just rinse it out. I'm going to use a light ink, not the lightest ink, but just the light ink. I'm just going to put these lines in. I'm going to go up actually, I'm going to use a 7-round shader now. Just put in this smile line. So rinse my needle out. Go in with I'm going to go with a dark first. I'm just going to feather it in. You can gauge how dark you want it with the amount of passes you go through. It's all about contrast in a portrait. There we go. So that's that in there. We're going to go a tiny bit darker up here. There we go. We'll come to do the eye now, which will be the. Actually, I'm going to keep this this in. No, I'm not. I'm just going to do this laughing wrinkle. I'm going to use a light tone. There we go. Really thin. Light line. There we go. I'm going to keep this out. I'm going to use a real dark tone. Just do the eyes with the 3-round liner. Again, we're using a solid black. In the picture there's no eyelashes, but I like to give lady portraits eyelashes because they look good. Really, really slow. Make sure you get it all in there. And she's got quite dark eyes, so in fact, yeah, they are solid black on the picture. Still solid black. I'm just going to go down this light spot on the eye. And then I'm going to fill it in with my 3 eyeliner. Like that. Eyes are so important, guys. Not really take your time on them, make sure they're nice. That's what brings life to the portrait, to a piece. slowly filling this eyeball in. Make sure it's fully saturated. Like that. Just going to go up a level, up a tone to a dark tone, just to do the tops of these eyelids. Like that. Now I'm going to use the brown shader. I'm going to use a medium tone and just shade in here. I'm just going to make sure this is all solid. Dip into the black again. Make sure this is all solid in there now. Which it is. Right now, just carry on doing this eye, make sure it's nice and thingied. It's nice and full. Yeah, so we've got, get that out of the way. Then we've got the, I'm going to go with a light tone now. Like that. Shade in this part, because this is quite dark as well on the picture. I'm going to use a 7-round shader to do the eyebrows as well. I'm going to dip into the dark. I'm not going to go full black. I'm just going to dip into the full. Just going to feather them in. They're not really sharp, so. Oh, this is pretty dry, man. I like to wet it when it's getting a bit muddy like that, actually. I'm going to do that now. I'll show you how I do it. How's your arm now? Better? Your arm's better now, yeah?
What's that?
Arm's better now.
Yeah. A little better. Oh.
Yeah, nice. And then I'll just keep it like that. So it's not that wet. It's not dripping. I'm going to go around the eye, the inner eye a bit. This is black and it comes around here with black as well. Here we go. Let's put that now. now we can shade with the 9. Remember to, with a light tone. No, I'm going to go medium. Bit too far out, pull it back. I'm going to use a medium still in here. Like that, and then we're going to come out from here as well. There's a line coming down here. And then we're going to go into a light tone. Just going to push this up from here, from this line I've just created. Just going to hang on in that a tiny bit more. Still with the light tone. I'm going to come in here, just create this little tones in here. Like that. Slowly coming together now. Again. Really. Just going to do a couple layers on the eye. Like that. Right, now, I just want to do something in here. I'm going to rinse the needle out, and I'm going to use my really lightest tone. I'm just going to feather it out. Make sure it's all real smooth. And the ink in there. Yeah. That's the one. Nice. Let's now do the ear because it's rubbing off. I'm going to use a shader for this, the ear, the 7. I'm going to use a medium tone. Like that. Just shade down. Really rubbing off now. Right, go into a light. That's it. It's a bit red around there, so I'm going to leave that section now. Just move elsewhere. I've got this earring in here now. I'm going to switch to a tighter needle. My 3 round. I'm going to use a medium tone. Just put the earrings in. There we go. Just going to put a tiny line in here. A really light line. Just separate the ear from the face. Coming down. Saturate this a bit more. Only a really subtle one. Really subtle. The lightest ink I've got. There you go. Nice and subtle, but just adds a bit of a border. Like so, like. Right now. Yeah, I'm using green soap with mine as well. Right, okay, so we've got a bit of darkness in here, which I'm going to put in with a just got a tiny bit of dark shade in here. I'm using a medium. Just in the centre here. Like that, like that. Right, now I'm going to use a bigger mag, which is a 13. Rinse the needle out, and then I'm going to put this light shade in the nose. Make sure it's fully rinsed out, because this will be really light. Don't want no contamination, because it'll fuck it up. I'm using a really light shade now. I'm just going to shade into this bit. There we go. I'm going to go this way with it as well. Go up with the light. go. Just going to shade the eyeball in a bit from here. Just going to push this down ever so slightly just to create a bit of depth in the eyes. That's about there. Couple layers on that. Now I'm going to go up with a light tone, really light tone, up from here and just create this hair. Saturation. Super light. Just going to push that out a bit more. Now I'm going to dip into the light because it's getting darker at the top. That's it. Right now, before we do that, I'm going to go into, actually I'm just going to go into the light tone again. And just do the outside of this as well. Brutal, isn't it, up there? Brutal, bruv. So red. Hang in there, bro. It's getting painful up there, boy. Right in the armpit. Just come around this side now. How you feeling? You good? It's brutal, man. Really light tone in there. Sit. Just gonna do the top, around the top of this so it's done. Coming with a light tone. Let me know if you want to stop at any moment, bro.
Yeah, can I get a drink in a minute?
Yeah. Just quickly do this bit here. Is it not too bad round here?
It's okay. Yeah.
The other side was brutal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know where is it? Right at the top, was it?
Yeah, top.
That was horrible.
Yeah. It's weird because on that one it wasn't too bad at the top, was it? But on this one it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna outline the hair, man. Just doing the background, man. Get all this out of the way. I'm using a light ink here, so it's going to heal really light. Just contrast the hair. Slow it up a bit more. Just gonna give it a wipe down, bruv. Just have a look at it. It's getting there, it's getting there. Slowly turn the light off. Slowly getting there. I'd say we've got another hour.
Looking good.
I reckon just on, at least we've done, well, apart from the hair, but there's not going to be much in there. This is the worst part around here, I think.
What you've just done?
Yeah, I think so. That's why I wanted to get it out.
Yeah, happy
Get
days.
it out of the way.
That was horrendous. That was the worst. I don't know if it's higher up. Do you reckon it's higher up than now?
Nah, it's probably the same, bro.
Oh, alright.
It's probably the same. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is weird. Right. I'm gonna have a drink.
Yeah.
Have a break. Get some food down you, brother, if you want. I'm gonna have a little look at these. I have a Chinese pen and works perfectly at the moment. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Chinese pens. Thanks for the support and the likes on this video, guys. 200 likes and then counting. That's awesome. Just another 100 likes left. If we get that, that'd be awesome. Cheers for those three people that have done that. Well, I'm just gonna plug everything in now because it's dying. So these are dying and all. Look at it, it's just crazy fucking beats in there. Where's my so here, plug this in. Yeah, when you eat as well, get a bit better with the pain.
Yeah, I think so. I was starting to feel quite hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, it normally helps. Oh, we just got the other eye to do, forehead, hair, done.
Happy days. Be interested to know how many calories you burn like an hour like getting tattooed. I bet it'd be quite high.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you're probably right, bro. I always look a bit leaner after a day of being tattooed. Right, let's have a look. I'm tattooing with your old injector Flight Nano Elite. It's not bad except for soft shading. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is hard to soft shade with that because it's so powerful. There's loads of different bars as well, isn't there? Thanks for the likes and the support, guys. I really appreciate that. Yeah, just having a quick break. It's been a few hours. Well, it's been 143 minutes, so how long's that?
2:23.
2 hours and 23, yeah. Wow. That's not too bad, actually. We've flown for it, to be fair, haven't we? Straight out of Jamaica, that's awesome. Lauren Strickland from Kansas, USA. Thank you very much, Migo Flipper TTV. I appreciate it. What was your Instagram, Oliver? It was Suicide. It was Oliver Ayer, AYRE, not AYER. Oliver Ayer, yeah. OLIVERAYRE. It's just my name. I work for a convention company called Tattoo Tour and saw them at a few conventions. They look really good. Thank you, Richard Fenny. I appreciate that. Do you have an opinion about the HNC Q2 machine? I don't. I keep seeing that name pop up though. I've never even heard of it, to be honest. I need to look into it. Grease in the House by letter. Divine Art, that's awesome. Hi from Montreal, Richard Fenny. You can see me in the reflection of the thing with the light. Not much longer until the giveaway. Yeah, mate. Yeah, as soon as I hit 100k subscribers, I'm gonna be doing a raffle that you can enter. It's gonna be so cheap to enter. Have I got the eyebrow to do? I have, haven't I, as well? Yeah. No, I've done the eyebrow. Sweet. I'll show you real quick the reference I'm following. This is the reference I'm following, so you can see the top and that. So that's the reference I'm following. So yeah, it's coming out nice. It's coming out nice. Oh. It's a decent little. What is the CNCQ3? Is it a Chinese machine then? Is it a Chinese machine? Thank you, Mara F. That's awesome that you're from London. Same here. Well, just outside. In Greater London. San Francisco Bay Area. That's sick. What's up, Ollie? Chilling from Thailand. A Snow. That's awesome, man. Oh, I think it's German. Oh, okay. Theodora. Yeah, I think it's. I've heard it's a good machine. I would like to use it, so we will see. I'm using the regular bar. Is that the black bar? It's like a pen style looking machine. Has a German motor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the decent machines have German motors, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a Chinese manufacturer, but it has a German. Yeah, I mean, I've never used one, so I'm not really a fan of the Chinese motors because the Dragon Hawk wasn't that great, to be honest. I don't think they're very good machines. They're just really cheaply made. And you can tell as well. When am I coming to taking a trip to the US? I have no idea. As soon as this coronavirus has stopped, then I'll be on my way, believe me. I actually do want to live out there, to be honest. Can you apply for an apprenticeship? Well, you can't with me because I'm not doing any apprenticeships, but I'm doing this, which is why I'm doing this. What are some of your fave London tattoo artists? John Dix. I love John Dix. He's awesome. Who else? Who else is in London? There's not many people in London that I particularly know of, to be honest. I like John Dix. He works at Seven. Is it Seven Tattoo Studio? I've got his thing on my wall somewhere actually. Let's have a look. Oh shit! There we go. I can't see it. Another artist as well is he's from Bournemouth area, so a bit further down than London. Jack Connolly's good. Matthew James is good. Who else? Yeah, Matthew James, Jack Connolly, Sam Barber, Emilio Winter. He's pretty good. Yeah, just Design Spectra has been my favourite machine so far. Yeah. It's really soft for me, the Zion. Yeah, it's a really good machine though. Bournemouth. I've been to Bournemouth. Spent a month there on vacay. That's cool. Yeah, Bournemouth's nice. Actually, when it's nice weather, it feels like you're on holiday. From the UK, anyway. How do you feel about the Spectra Zion and Flux? I haven't used the Flux. Zion, yeah, it was just really it was too soft for me, to be fair. Right, you ready, bro?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, it's too soft for me, to be fair. I didn't really like it. It was good. It is a really good machine. But, yeah, too soft for me. I need something with a bit more punch, you know? My headphones are... What? They're 86% already? No fucking way, bruv. How? Jesus, that charges quick. No way. That can't be right. Okay, let's do it. I'm pretty sure I'm connected to my phone now. No, I'm not. Well, what's going on? Yeah, we're good. Right, okay, let's crack on with this then. This is what's going on. Not bad. I need to turn this down a bit actually. I can't fucking hear myself. There you go. That's nice. Actually, right, yeah, let's crack on. Oh, that top bit was a bit painful, wasn't it, son? But at least we've got it open now. We can go back into it with the spray, the magical spray, which we'll probably use to put the white in because the white will be shit. Unigloves. Okay, right, so let's have a look, let's see where we left off. Pick up where we left off. Sick. Oh. Yeah, cool. That's cool. Yeah, see, look, you can see the tones coming in now after it's died down a bit. How's it feeling? Sore? Yeah, good. Cool. All good. Sweet, man. Right, I'm going to do this part here and then just head on up the way to the old hair. Then we'll get the background in a bit more as well. Probably come around here with it. Right, okay, cool. So let's just wipe this down a bit. Make sure this is all nice and clean, which it's not. Still not clean. Which is very annoying. Here we go, that's better. Now it's just clean. Right, now let's put some light ink in the forehead. Wait, what was that? Ah, 16, that's cool. Cool, let's put some ink in here while it's still in. Just go up here like this. Right, I'm going to use a really light tone now. And I'm going to just come off of here. I'm going to just pull this back a bit. Really light tone. Tiny bit more out the needle. It's better. Really light tone again. Just come around here. Really red at the top there. Look, it's just literally red. You can't see any ink in there at all. So you just have to let it calm down a bit. That's the difference between a good tattoo and a bad one. I'm just going to go in with a medium now. No, I'm not. I'm going to use a 7 round shader. Just add the top in here. Oh, I haven't done the eyebrow. I thought I did. I'm going to do the eyebrow now. I need to do the ear after this as well because that's coming off a bit. A bit of wrinkles in after that. Cheers for the likes on the video, guys. Nearly at the 300 mark. Well, not really, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm just feathering in this with a 7 round shader and a dark ink. Nice. 2 brows. 2 brows. Do someone have a book of, or like, to improve the values and shade of grey? I don't understand what you're saying. Inky's Green Glide, yeah. No, I haven't got a thing. I should do the amount of bloody exposure I give them. Right, I'm going to do this eye now. This is one of the most important parts of tattoo. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to put in the 3-round liner and just line this ear before it rubs out. It might be alright, to be fair, but no, I'm not. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go in with the dark. Because this side's a bit darker, isn't it? So try and follow suit with all the tones. Boom. So we have this here as well. Just putting that in. Right, now we're going to go medium. Just going to make sure this is fully saturated. Because it don't look like it is to me up here. Come down here and then we're just going to do this all the way down. Use a light and just shade the rest. I'm just going to poke the needle out a bit more. It's better. We need to do that eye next because that's rubbing off. I'm going to go with a medium. Can't wait to put the white in this, it's gonna look unreal. Use the, let's put in the small details. I'm gonna use a curved mag, a 9. Just rinse it out. Get the medium. And just put that in there. Let's get this eye in now. Yeah, I'm gonna use a black. Should have done this eye a bit sooner, but it's alright. Just keep it rubbing off. Just gonna go over this bit. Gonna go with a dark. Have no fear. Oliver's here. Right, so I'm gonna do the eye now in black, solid black. Use the free run liner to put the eyelashes in. Just neaten up these lines. There we go. Right, now we're just going to do the wrinkles. You need to make sure this is really washed out. I'm going to use the lightest tone we have. I'm just going to do these wrinkles now. can go back over the wrinkles that we want to darken up with a darker shade in a bit. Just want to make sure it's in there first. There we go. I'm going to get the old round shader out, get the black, no, the dark. Actually, I will put the black. I'll do the black. Need it quite dark. And we're just going to shade down from here. Again, like I told you, I was just about to put the black in. Make some of these wrinkles a bit darker. There we go. The old small needle lamp, small mag. Do it dark. Do dark in here as well. And we'll also do dark in here. Cheers for the likes, guys. I really appreciate that. Just going to use a 1-up Magnum size up. And I'm going to use the medium. That's it, medium again. And do this eyelid. Medium still. Just going to pull back from here. It's a bit of a little tiny bit in there. That's it. Just using the side of the mag. Just put that in. And a tiny bit in here as well. Right now, we can go up to light. And just stick this out there. Use light still. Use a medium. Rinse it out and use a really light shade. Nice. Right, I'm just going to come out of this with a light. And here. Use a bigger mag. Do the forehead. I'm going to do the darker now as well. Using a dark tone with this. you think this side hurts more?
What's that?
Do you think this side hurts more?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's normally the case.
What's that?
It's normally the case with a
Yeah.
tattoo on both sides of the body. One side hurts more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How come?
Don't know. I think it's which side you're
That's
you right with.
That's my stronger side.
Yeah.
This arm is.
Yeah. So you're left-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you can deal with it on that side better.
Oh, okay.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get this hair out of the way. Only 50 more likes until we reach our target of 300. That's awesome. You're doing well, bruv.
Chill, man.
I do actually, yeah. I do have a before and after. You can have a look. Actually, I might stick it in my Patreon. Those of you that are in my Patreon, I can stick that in my Patreon. I'll have to dig them out. Right, let's shade this forehead now. I'm using light ink to do this. And a 13 mag. use a medium now, coming in here. I'm going to use a light ink now. Light ink now to just gonna give it a wash. Shit. So much stuff in the way.
Oh,
Yeah. Nice and fucking.
how's it coming on?
Yeah, good, mate. Nearly there, to be fair.
Looking
Nearly
really
there.
good from this angle.
You are?
Looking good from this angle.
Yeah, it is looking good. Definitely looks like your mother, bruv.
Chill.
Just gonna do the forehead a bit more. Ah, nearly there, nearly there.
How many people are watching the stream at the moment?
Huh?
How many people are watching the stream at the moment?
210 people.
Oh.
Really light ink. it getting really sore yet? Some parts.
Some parts, yeah. It's alright.
It's looking good to me, brother. Smooth this out a tiny bit more. Just go over that with a really light shade.
Yeah, before we had that break, the
It's brutal.
armpit was like pretty brutal.
Yeah. It's better now though, isn't it? The having food and that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I might once you get in the white ready, I might have a Google of how many calories you actually burn.
Yeah. Yeah, do it, man. Because I think it is a lot. You probably burnt your food off, bro, man.
That's all right.
I'm going to go around the top a bit more. See how it feels. Better.
Still so sorry.
I'm going to use a medium to dark, I think. How much, you know?
No, people are like thinking they're taking like the piss and stuff, so it's not like serious answers.
It must be about 400 calories.
You must be burning this stuff.
It's interesting to ask that, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's better. It's way better. Yeah, boy. Hang in there, brother. I know it sucks now, but we're nearly there. We're literally like half hour away, if that. As soon as this top bit's done, it'll be smooth sailing. That's it. going to use a bit of dark through the bottom of the hair here. Just looking over it now and just seeing what we've missed and what we haven't. Final stages. Right. We'll shade this iron. Right, now we've just got the white to do. Actually, wait. Brutal, wasn't it? Bloody brutal. That's better. Can't really see what's going on. There we go. Okay, 69, we've got 30 likes left until we reached our target. What I do need to do is just do another layer down there. And then we've got white to do. Hang in there, bro, just a tiny bit longer. Tiny bit longer. I'm going to spray that bit actually, because that's sore, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good. Once you get the white red as well, I'll get some more.
I need to spray it down anyway. Cause it's where's my spray gone? Let's do this down there, that's it. Stinging?
Not yet.
It's gonna sting.
There we are.
Now it's doing it.
Yeah.
Right, just gonna wait, tell me when it stops stinging so I can go back into that. I'm just going to do this a bit more, saturate this background here and saturate the background there, and then we're just going to go in with white. It's 275 likes, so close to 300, that'll be our target. We've got about 20 minutes left. If those of you that are new here, let me know by liking it, Clean, clean, clean. So close to finish. Yeah, really close to finishing. It's very red. It's an awkward area on the inside of the arm. So when it all dies down up here and around here and stuff, it'll all really, really be really smooth. So yeah. Right, just gonna do some.
Still stinging.
Good, yeah? Still stinging?
Yeah.
Is it?
Down the bottom, like
Around here?
lower arm, like underneath.
Under here, yeah, that's all right. I'll start here then. I'll let that dry. Is it stop stinging here?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what it does. Here we go. Better? No. Be alright. Not at all. Is it numb or not?
What's that?
Is it numb?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Ugh.
No.
Fuck. Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a godsend, wasn't it?
Yeah. Fuck. No, it's not.
That's not numb at all. That's fucked. Oh right, well, fucking hell. It's right, it's smashing it in there now. Slow your hand speed down. It should be numb around there though. Just let that calm down for a bit now. Yeah, it looks like it's numb. No! That's fucked. That is so weird. Yesterday, it was well numb. No, it's not numb at all, is it? Fucking hell. That's bullshit. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. That's better. Just going to smooth this tiny bit out here. It's a bit of a line there. That's it. That'll do. Right, we'll whack some white in now. Looks good. It's looking good. Now we'll just have the white, just the white to go, bruv. Hopefully in the middle of it, it'll be all good. Right. Oh my God, we're so close to our target of 300 likes. Whack some of this, whack some of that on the eyes. How you feeling, bruv? Good?
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fine. Stretch my arm up, that's alright.
Yeah, stretch your arm, bro.
That's weird, isn't it?
That is weird, yeah, it's really weird. That's, see what it? Yeah, it looks sick. If I don't say so myself.
Oh, that's class.
Proper looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, so I'm just going to fill the white up and get a a new needle. Actually, I think I've got the needle that I need. I'm using the Empire Ink White Grey Wash series. Let's have a look.
So yeah.
Yeah, wicked. Can't wait to show you all. Oh my god, I'm 6 likes away. Thank you very much, guys, for liking the video, supporting the channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Close to 100k now. Very, very close. Here comes the white highlights. Yeah, time to run. Like yesterday. Yeah. Nah, we're good, man. We're good here. He's sat like a G. He's got a very good pain threshold. He's had two inside of the arms in 2 days. So sat here for what is it, 4.5? No, I don't know how long that took.
4.5, nearly 5.
4.5 hours, nearly 5 hours. Yesterday, and then we're just on the other one today. Trooper, bruv. Absolute trooper. Right. Right, lad. Last bit. 10 minutes, bruv. That's all I need.
That's all that.
10 minutes. We're using a 5-round shader for this. Just normal. Shaying. Oh, right, I'm going to take this away. What's going on there? I need your arms stretched out. Fucking thing, what's it doing? Hold on. Get out of the way. Cool. Here we go, white highlights.
Everyone's favourite.
Let's do it. Your skin takes white so well.
That's numb.
That's numb.
Yeah.
Banging. Hey, look at that. Would you believe it? My fucking iPad's just died. Would you believe it? Come on, fucker. You are having a laugh, son. This one-handed. Carry on. Put a tiny bit in the nose. Because we like that, lad. Actually, I'm not going to put that in the nose. Actually, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Is that numb?
No, not that bit.
Oh. I'm just dotting this white in. Which is way better on the skin. Looking new dimensions. New dimensions. Put it in here. Like that. Might be able to put a couple in here. Like that. Just get some contrast in it. We'll stick the old bling in. Is it painful? Just trying to sign out. Get the old bling in there. Just dotting it in. What is the blue spray? The blue spray? Oh, the blue spray was numbing spray. But it didn't really work, bruv, so, yeah. Didn't really work. Just gonna put some white highlights in here, which is gonna hate. Oh yes. Last. Fucking done the last bit to last. Left the worst bit to last. Jeez. Jeez. Only a couple more lines through the top of this. I think we're there, brother.
You finished?
I think so. Yeah, I think we're there.
Oh, thank God.
Very red. That was bad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Looks unreal. I'm going to show you the reference now. There you go. Wait. See that there now? It's very red, but when it calms down, it'll be cool, man. Might just, as I'm looking at it, I might just go into here a tiny bit more, just blend this tiny bit out a bit more as I'm looking at it. Yeah. Just a tiny bit with the really lightest ink. Not much, doesn't need much. Just gonna use this. You thought it was done, bro.
That's not
Here we
the test
are.
wrapped up.
It's literally just this tiny bit.
That'd be fun.
Just want to make sure it's all nice and blended in. So, just try and keep away from the white that I've just done. Put a bit of barrier cream on it. That's better. It's a bit softer now. Sweet. Sweet. It's a bit red now, but it'll be alright. Ta-da. Ta-da. Oh, nearly knocked that over. Yeah, cool, man.
Do you want to just give that one a bit of wipe as well? Let's just
Yeah, man.
St. Cheers.
Actually, there's a bit around here as well. That's it.
Do you think you feel it more if you have them like close together, like as in like day after the next?
Yeah.
day?
What? So yeah. So like you felt it probably more because you had that done
Yeah,
yesterday.
that was
100%.
The last hour was pretty horrendous.
Yeah. Yeah. We're through. We're done. We got there, bruv. Looks so sick. It's gonna heal lovely, I can tell. Breathe, bro, breathe. Yeah, cool. It's really come out nice. Just let that thing in. Just wrap it up on the line. Show you the old thing. There we go. That's it done. Coming down here. Got the old texture in the thing. In the what's it? So we've got all the smooth shading in the face. all this will die down and be really smooth transitions. It's just because it's red and sore. You can see now, as we go over here, that's what it is. That's it. Cheers for watching. We got the number, 370 likes, that's awesome. And I'll see you in the next video.